negative, but as far as giving up the goals, the goal late there seemed like an uncharacteristic error of two good center backs.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna look at that and probably learn from it. Maybe two instances where we felt like, okay, we got it. The pass back to me, and Sharp clean that one up a little bit, or maybe boot it out of the stadium. I mean, sometimes it's easier after something to say, I should have done something different, right? And then retreat a little bit more and secure that zone right in front of the goalkeeper. And maybe me close my legs a little bit quicker. But you know me, I'd like to focus on the positives, and today obviously to give it away at the very end is frustrating, but I saw a lot of good things today, and we're going to have to clean up a few things here and there too, but lots of positive to look at as well.
On the flip side, then, that is Jordan is the positive. Can you kind of talk a little bit about him topping the list of also?
Yeah, huge congrats to him. I mean, Schmetz mentioned it, that we've had some really good strikers here for a long time, and so for him to the longevity that he's shown to be able to put himself on the pitch and be available to play, and then to obviously score so many goals is great. Kudos to him. Almost apologize to him because we couldn't make his goals count today, unfortunately. But if he keeps banging goals in, then it's going to be good for us. So, and like I said, I think both goals run a play, good runs, and I think a lot of good play through the middle of the park against a team that last year was very, very good defensively. And so I think we showed a few different weapons today. Again, we need to improve and get better. But I think in the past we were very stuck against teams that were defensively strong and would bunker in, and we didn't know what to do. I think today I didn't feel that. I felt like we were comfortable. We were trying different things, and would have been nice to get a third one before it comes down to the wire. But
overall, how did you feel that the team did with the 3-back system tonight?
Yeah, good. I mean, it sort of is like you're still going into fours, so we can release a guy on whatever side we need to, and then we can slide over. So sliding over and staying compact is a big part of that, and I think we've actually done quite well today with that. So as much as I don't think they're the fastest guys up top. They like to go very direct, and we knew that, but you got to make sure that you don't have any gaps. Because a team like that likes to look in behind, but I thought we covered quite well when it came to that.
For the most part, you did defend reasonably well. You didn't give up many chances outside of the two goals. That said, on the corner goal, what did you see there? And I don't know, how do you feel like you can defend that better?
Yeah, it's tricky. We're going to look at that. I mean, retrospectively, I might as well go, knowing that if I don't go, it goes in, to try to help. But I think they do a good job there. For one, they have a good size, a team with a good height, and he puts in a dangerous ball. But I think he tries to put in right behind Christian into that pocket between him and Jamar, and then we have there's two guys that are kind of crowding that space and almost blocking our guys. And it seems like there's one guy who's coming from the backside and almost like rounding all of our zonal dudes, and trying to see if he can pick off, get a pick off of one of those, so that he arrives naked, and that's kind of what happened. So we'll have to look at that and see if we can be closer for one on the man. It's a shame too, because I think the corner comes from a really good defensive play from Alex. To extinguish the fire, and then for us to not make that count is we have to look at that one, because they clearly were targeting that zone, and so we have to make sure we're better prepared for things like that.
How useful is it that you have a game coming up on Wednesday to sort of try to get the taste out of your mouth of this?
I mean, it's difficult when you have. We have a lot of games coming up, and so we're going to have to tap into our depth, because it's not going to get any easier. We've just come back from Guatemala. We had 1 day of training. I mean, you can't even train full. And I think especially when you're just kind of starting out, maybe you want a little bit more training because you can, work on those mistakes that we just saw today. Having games come really fast is there's not much room for error, not much room for training. But I think we're blessed that we're in so many competitions, so many opportunities to win trophies. So no complaints there. Looking forward to Wednesday, and then hopefully we can take care of that game, and then we'll look at the MLS next.
You mentioned that theme of positivity, Steph, that you mentioned early
Yep.
on. What are some of the things that you're seeing from the club and from the team as you guys have now lined up against two very different teams? The Guatemalan side and now Charlotte. That you're seeing as something that you guys you especially from the back, can help reinforce the good things that we're doing and continue to provide that feedback. So things increase in productivity and also quality.
Yeah, like I said, I think one of our issues last year was that we, when things weren't working the way we wanted them to work, we kind of didn't know how to go any different way about it. And I think first goal comes with a good run and good sharp cross from I think Georgie it was, right, and then second one, good play through the middle, and then releasing Jordan and using his physicality. Besides those goals, even I thought we had some really good plays again against a team that's defensively quite strong. So, realizing, I think it's very important that we have to realize situations we find ourselves in. Georgie going against Tim Ream, and that's we got to isolate that and we got to try to attack that, utilize our strengths, and I think Georgie did that quite well. And when a team adapts and tries to counter that, what do we do next, right? Can we adapt? Because I think, like I said, last year that was not our strong suit. We would try one thing, and then if a team adapted, then we were kind of struggling. Throughout the preseason, throughout the last two games, I've seen lots of things that I like, that adaptability, that having different weapons. I think that's going to help us throughout the year.
What did you think of the extent to which you used your depth today, or how were you happy with that, or would you like to have seen more rotation?
No, I mean, good. Like guys, everybody's hungry to get on the field, and I think people will still have are ready to go because we haven't had too many games. Having said that, right, you gotta be very careful with so many games coming up that you don't tire people out and risk injury at the same time. But the fact that we have so much quality, I think, is amazing. You can bring Jesus in, you can bring Paul in. Georgie put in a good shift. Rothrock put in a good shift. Lots of guys who then you can, switch them in and out, and the quality doesn't drop. It's great. And then I think you can see that maybe the way you flip it is that those guys that came in later will be the ones starting next. And then maybe you flip it to the guys that started this time will be the ones playing 15 to 20 minutes. Maybe you can extend players that way. But we'll have to utilize everybody we have for sure.
What do you make of the atmosphere and tifo at the beginning of the match?
Oh, it's great. It's great to be back. Obviously, it's been a while. I thought today was quite loud. The boom boom clap was nice and loud, which was really good to see, especially with the weather. Obviously not the best, but quite fitting. Obviously, Seattle sunshine, if you will. But would have been nice to get the W. But a good start. Again, I'm the optimist. So, lots to like, lots to look at and improve. But believe in the squad, and so far what we've shown and the capabilities we have, I think it's going to go a long way.